What is up, everyone? So with this video I kind of wanted to just talk about how a Batman TV series could work in our modern age. Now obviously Batman hasn't been on TV since about the 60s with the Adam West show, and it's been kind of a shame because there had been attempts at putting Batman on TV, with Smallville most notably. However, that was the whole era of the Nolan Batman films, so there was a Bat-bargo quote unquote that didn't allow that character to cross over. But now that we're living in an age where Jeff Johns is sort of in charge of these DC properties, these characters and stuff, the licenses, and how they can cross paths and cross streams throughout the films, television, video games, and such franchises. Now we're actually getting a TV Superman in Tyler Hoechlin on Supergirl Season 2, so that's pretty awesome to see. But the main thing I want to talk about in this video is how Batman could work on TV. Now obviously one of the things that people forget about Batman is that his storylines don't always tend to lend themselves to a big cinematic screen. Like, a lot of Batman stories wouldn't really work as a movie. They would work so much better across a 10 episode, a 13 episode season because of the narrative storytelling. Now in my opinion, Batman would be suited perfectly to television. He doesn't really lend himself, like I said, naturally to films. He's much more of a television character. Same the way I feel about Spider-Man, actually. I think Spider-Man would be perfectly as a TV series, but that's a whole other topic. But the way I would go about a Batman TV show, and the way I think that they should go about it, is to do progression of that character. Like, have the show start off with him in sort of like a year one or a year zero, where he's building up, becoming Batman and stuff, and then that's the main focus of the first is like how he becomes Batman. Season 2 is how he is Batman, and how being Batman and stuff like that. And then further seasons you can progress, bring in Robin, Nightwing, the other Batman family members. But what I would do is just make it much more grounded, like the CW shows, for example. Just look at those shows, or any of the other shows that they have going with DC that are working, or even look at like their competitors, Marvel. Marvel has had a very huge success in their Netflix properties, and I think that kind of storytelling is the best way to go. When you have a 13 episode show, you have a very concise way to tell a story. It's like 13 episodes, that's it. There's no filler. Well, hopefully there's no filler, because when you have a show on a big network where it's got like a 22 episode, 23 episode season, you tend to have a lot of filler, like at least 10 or 12 episodes of filler stuff, because they just really don't have enough story material to stretch across a 23 episode season. That's pretty insane. When you actually look at it, I think Warner Brothers could actually land a Batman show on HBO where you would get 10 episodes and they would be super high quality, super high budget. You have a great cast, all-star cast, great effects, you can have great writers, great direction. It would be amazing. I mean, just think about this, a Batman show with the production value and design of like a Game of Thrones or something like that, Sopranos or something. I mean, that would be just amazing. That is what like a lot of people would dream would happen, I think. Batman on TV, just amazing stuff they could do there. They could really dive into different characters that we haven't actually seen before, because when you actually think about it, the Batman movies have used the same staple of villains over and over again. We've seen the Joker time and time again, we've seen Two-Face, we've seen all these characters, but we haven't really seen characters like Black Mask or Killer Croc more, or Mr. Freeze we haven't seen a lot of, or those type of characters like Poison Ivy, Catwoman. Like, those would be really cool to see explored on a TV series. Obviously Fox has Gotham right now, but that's not really a Batman show. That is a Gotham City show, a Jim Gordon show, where it's kind of telling the origins of that Gotham and all that. But what I would do for a Batman show is, like I said, just kind of focus on that character's progression into a superhero, much the way they did Daredevil, where Daredevil Season 1 is about Matt Murdock becoming a vigilante, then taking on this Daredevil persona, and then Season 2 is about him being Daredevil. So that's how you'd pretty much approach a Batman show, have that year one sort of storyline, and then progressively go further and further. I would like to see actually Batman take on, crime and corruption, actual mob bosses in Season 1, and then graduate to the costumed crazies out there in Gotham City. But anyways, leave your thoughts down below. What would you guys actually like to see out of a Batman TV show, and do you think it could happen now that we're actually getting Superman on TV again? Even though, Henry Cavill is playing him in the DCEU, we're getting a Superman for the DC TV universe, so really cool stuff there. I'd love to see a Batman for the small screen, because even though Ben Affleck is pretty great for the films, I would love to see another actor take on that role, play a younger Bruce Wayne becoming Batman. That way we'd see those lost 20 years of Batman's career, because the Batman that we have in the movies, he's 20 years into his career, so we don't really get to see what he went through, and a TV show could definitely explore that a lot better. So anyways, leave those thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you guys for a Batman TV series, or are you against it? And what network do you think it could work on? Because I assume it could go to the CW, sure, like their other shows, but I think that it would be much more better suited for a adult network like, HBO or something. That's cable, but much more adult sort of setting on HBO. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time and you like this video, subscribe for more content like like this. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys next time.